Welcome to Team Battle Royale 4. This is match 23. And I need to get some dinner. We'll be back in a minute. So, what do we have here? We have one undead on La Rosa Nautica, map of Cumulo. One undead to the right, next to him a human, an orc here, and another human here. So 2 humans, 1 orc, 1 undead. And this map, I think, very well designed, but can be a bit tricky if you're in surround. Like this, like as we see it here, this cross, this counter clock natural of him has the potential to make it really difficult for red to get a second expo quickly. So ideally, like red would have told him right away to go clockwise. But I guess it's fine. FS here, 1 Archmage, 1 Death Knight and another Archmage, so not many surprises here. 1 human going for the Rifleman build and the other one for Footman. So I think both can make sense here. Sorry, I'm still having some dinner, so I'm on mute for some seconds, but we do already see that the expansion of red, not least due to the footman build, is much faster, so it's basically 1k gold faster, which can make quite a difference. But green is not in a surround, so I guess he's, yeah, still fine and he will be able to creep faster. But it's quite late, this expo, so I'm not really sure I like this first creep here. Like he didn't really plan to buy any mercs, so I think it would have been more useful to creep this first. Ooh, and very early aggression here. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's... I'm not sure if that's really in red's interest. On one hand, like, you can push orcs rather early, but he wasn't prepared really, so don't think that was a good... Don't think that was a good... That was a good attempt here. Especially against FS. Like, FS is pretty strong, like level 4. There's not a good chance to... Yeah, so FS I think is a pretty good counter with wolves and with chain lightning. Much easier to deal some damage, I think, than with the Blade Master. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe it's not that much of a difference. But Blade Master just feels very squishy against MK early, so you can't really stay in fight for long. So FS is a bit easier in that regard, but obviously it has less XP, less HP. So yeah, the orc got 2 expansions up and hasn't lost much to this point. And I'm really surprised he got to level 4. Like, it was really quick, a quick level 4. He crept his FS alone, but still, like, it's surely helped to defend this. And this human, like, this push really felt very early, I think. He was just pushing with 2 riflemen. I think it's not really useful to do that or to go for that push before MK and before, like, at least 1 or 2 priests and a Sork is out. I think now is a good timing, and I think it would have been nicer to maybe continue creeping until that point. Like, he got not much done and he lost, I think, 2 riflemen in return. Nice position here for this human army, though. Nice, nice choke. Yeah. MK getting closer to level 2, so maybe it's a successful push after all. skeptical about these raiders. Like, they deal quite some damage against riflemen, but they're also very vulnerable to Sorks and water elementals, so I think I prefer to see him going Grunts Shamans, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, okay, he does that now. And a Kodo. Yeah, so maybe just one Raider for Ensnare. It's tricky. Like, these human pushes can be very deadly for, like, both Orc and Elves. Can be tricky to defend it. And I mean, he could have seen it coming after this first aggression, so I think he was a bit slow preparing. And he hasn't got any items except himself, so at least TC level 2, nice nice lightning shield, but Shaman dies here at the front, so he has triple hero out, and this lightning shield is dealing some massive damage, so this is a pretty decent defense. I expected him to do worse here. SH very exposed though, so yeah, he's fighting this back, but I'm not sure if he will be able to. Ooh, nice TP here. Okay, he got the 2 riflemen on the way out, but lost a raider in return. And green also fights some very early fights here. There's so many creeps left, especially here in the southwest and southeast. So this is a super aggressive game. Yeah, I like to see that. Yesterday, what was it? Yesterday? No, on Saturday. The first game was very passive. The first one that I streamed. This one is like the entire opposite. At least this early. Like the other one was also. We also saw some fights early on, but like all these players seem to be really pushing here, pushing the limits of early aggression. And Archmage level 5, crazy. Like, he got so much experience from these Orc units and these Wolves. It's crazy. Undead slightly failing micro here. And I don't know if he will be able to fight this. He wants a Dreadlord level 3 to fight these Gyros, but can't get it in time. And yeah, just he's not focusing down the Gyros, and with the Scroll of the Beast, this fight is it? Like, it was looking as if it's going into the humans' favor, but I think the undead with his heroes might be able to take the upper hand, like he has. Okay, no, he's TPing. I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, not enough mana, I guess, so decided to not take the bigger healing potion and TP out. This is a scary human push here. That was a nice stomp here. So the human is taking a lot of damage, so this Bloodlust is not getting dispelled quickly enough. Like, the priest has enough mana, but he's not dispelling it. So now so not dispelling the Bloodlust, I think I don't know really, like with the shamans being out of mana, I think it would have been worth it. Like if the shamans are all full mana, I guess Dispelling can take too much mana of your priests and they will be able to just recast the Bloodlust, but in this case the shamans were on low mana, so I think Dispelling would have been the better option here. And yeah, the human is having a hard time defending this now, I think. So the Orc with triple Bloodlusted hero and these wolves dealing some major damage here. One mortar coming in. Easier said than done, but I think this, like, this expo might have been a mistake for the human. Like, or maybe he just missed this expansion. Because I think the human could have had this if he had gone for maybe some towers. Like, if he had backed up his push with some towers. Or maybe get him... I don't know, it's hard to say, but I think it was supposed to be like an all-in push from this sandwiched position. He needed to finish the Orc or weaken the Orc more in this one push, so... And maybe towers would have been the right call. Like, I think he could have easily afforded it. Blue Undead here. Going for some Marketplace suffering. Oh, and the TC dying. Important kill here for the human. Might be able to push back. I didn't see that coming. But SH out of mana and all of a sudden there's not much. Like if it's a disadvantage if you play FS SH, like you're way more mana reliant than with Blade Master. With Blade Master you can usually, especially if there's an invul, you can just, like, it's useful to stay in the fight a bit longer as he can still get off damage, but like FS is not dealing any damage himself, so compared to the Blade Master. And interestingly, blue is securing a lot of expansions while he seems to be the weaker, like he seems to be in a weaker position, but he's still got all of these expos, so. So we do have green, the green human being on almost level 6, crazy. Level 4 MK, level 3 paladin, 2k gold. Not many expos, just these 2 expos left for him. And the Undead really tried to take a lot of expansions. He is on just 300 gold, 80 supply though. Also 5-4, 5-5-4. Wow, and nice sleep on this paladin, so unexpectedly managing to kill the Archmage, and like the DK has the greater health still, so I'm not sure why the human is trying to stay in this. Like, may cost him the MK for sure, yeah. MK dead, and potentially the Paladin too. Well, he could just... It's not, okay. I think he could have killed the Paladin. In the south here, Red managed to get to level 6, 3, like his Paladin still under leveled, but MK also level 4 now. So everyone similar levels, and this is a really crazy fight here. Like human orc can be a lot of fun if everyone's going for ground, and this is back and forth, but yeah, it seemed that the orc has the upper hand, but now it's like the human's in a decent shape if he manages to keep his MK alive. Obviously, the Paladin would have helped in that regard. Invis? Ooh, what an Invis. That was crazy. Just last second. That was a really nice Invis cast here. And yeah, it seems the human has this. If he keeps the MK alive. Like, micro of both of these players, pretty decent, and yeah, this is the SH, and if the SH, yeah, the SH dies, so this is looking fantastic for this human. FS having a TP left, and yeah, now the MK dies, but I'm not even sure it matters at this point. The Paladin is back, and looking really good. I'm still super surprised. Like, it wasn't looking bad really for this green human, but for some reason, when he was in a strong spot here and the blue under didn't even fight him, he was still not, like, blue still had all these, or was able to get all these expos. So this was the human expo, and this was too, so that's very greedy expos of this under, but it paid out. It paid off. Are they piecing? Okay, apparently they are. Blue finding these creeps here. He is 655, so got a lot of levels from all these creeping. Yeah, this is a tricky spot for the human. Honestly, I think in his shoes, why does he even consider to piece now? Like, I think he's in a decent spot, and his army doesn't really scale well late games. I think he should finish the Orc. I don't see a reason why he shouldn't. Like, the other 1-on-1 is still ongoing. And, like, not actively at this moment, but like both players are alive, so not sure why they would piece at this point. Can get some levels here for the MK, but I think that's a huge mistake by this human to not go for the final push here. This orc is totally toast, but he has gold, so if he has the time now, he will be able to get some production back. So the only reason why, like, it could make sense for red, but still it's risky, is that he just wants yellow to get heroes back, and then he just attacks him again to tome his heroes, but it's a very risky move at this point, so. Oh, and he gets the double level up here, level 5, so that was a very nice creep camp here for him. Yeah, so that's what I meant. Like, now yellow gets access to all of these expansions here and gets towers, so I think red should just finish it. Like, he has mortar, he has all these units that you want to have at this point in the game still, but have become totally useless if he was about to fight blue, for example. So he would stand no chance against these blue, like, these units would just die. So I think he could as well just finish yellow. And on top, yellow is the only player on 50 at this point. So that's great for yellow that he pieced with him. Now he can recover, he has these levels, so 644. think it's okay. So let's see if red is giving him some time to rest or if he goes for the next attack. Okay, yeah, it seems he's going for the attack. Isn't he? That's way too nice of him. And like there are some players that are just nice. Like they don't just kill peasants and workers. They don't just kill the gyro. Gyros look so fun. Okay, he's reskilling to Blizzard now. Good call, I think. Still not sure I understand why they are piecing. Okay, blue and green seem to continue fighting or not. Okay, green seems undecided, but doesn't. Okay. Okay, green is going for the attack. Oh, like he's he's just running around. He has a lot of gold though. 7k almost.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, finally they're gonna fight. Ooh. Sneak attack here by green. But yeah, I think it's a good call by him. He has an army, he has gold, so why not fight? Ooh, blue is pushing up to 100. But this isn't 100 supply yet, and these gyros are dealing a lot of damage, so yeah, good call to go into stone form. No chance with these skarks. But Carrion Swarm deals a lot of damage, so. And this MK. Ooh. Nice, he's mass TPing back in. And stone form on cooldown, I guess. Yeah. Needs to be careful here with the paladin. Okay, now, yeah. Now it turns around, all of these gyros dying, and all of a sudden it's looking pretty decent for the undead. Might even be able to get a kill here on the hero. Okay, now Alhir's surviving, but this was a costly attack for green. Almost dropped to 50 supply. Oh, okay, now he's dropping to 50 supply, so I guess it was okay for him. Ooh, and blue is not allowing that, so blue is on 80 still. Yeah, I think they are making good calls here. So,
A player's forces are under attack.
yeah, really good calls by both players. And I don't think red should allow yellow to, like, I don't see the point really. Red was in such a great spot. Like, he had the upper hand and all of a sudden he's just,
A player's force count is under
like, he was in a potentially second best spot when he was about to finish the orc. And now he's in the worst spot. He has least gold. He has decent levels, but will be much more difficult now to finish this orc.
town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
The Dreadlord, I think, needs, like, he needs to go shopping for a pendant. Like the Robe of the Magi. Not enough, I think. Like, against this human, like, this human is heavily investing into mechanical units like tanks, mass gyros, so I think it's all about the mana on your Dreadlord. So, pendant here, yeah, let's do it. So he heard my prayers, I guess, or not. No! No! Ah, he did. So, yeah. I think with 660 gold, he should be fine. Mana, he should be fine. And also he has brilliance, so yeah. Now he will be able to face it much more easily. Man, they are still not fighting. And is he dropping? What? What? The red was on 80 supply for 20 minutes? And now he's dropping to 50 after 20 minutes. With his mines probably being, yeah, about to run dry. Okay, this one isn't, but his main mine ran dry, and I guess yellow might push up to 80 at some point, but I mean, on one hand, he's probably not sticking to this unit type, so yeah, I guess might make sense to get rid of them now, but it's just strange that he's, like, he didn't really scout a yellow, so he's staying on 80 for an eternity, and now he drops on 50, so everyone will think he was always on 50, so I don't know. Bad call in my eyes to drop at this point. A lot of tanks here. So yeah, this is an old school player, I guess. Mass tanks, some Dragonhawks in the mix. Who's brown? Does he mean red? This is very greedy expo by red. Yeah, tricky position here for blue and for green. Honestly, like in their shoes, yeah, like I hate it if you, like if yeah, like these two guys are not fighting at all at this point. So
Player's forces are under attack.
I think it could make sense for them to piece and just attack one of these players. Like, oh, for each of them, just change target in order to force these other two players to fight. Nice Infernal here. Yeah, can't fight with these air units, but the Dreadlord, if he has mana, he's again out of mana, so he's using his mana quite well. Maybe he needs another pendant. Oh, the kill. Painful for the human.
Player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege. Player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege. Player's forces are under attack.
And now they're starting to fight.
A town is under siege.
Ooh, this could turn into a very chaotic late game quickly. Like now they're starting to fight, and not sure if like green is in a tough spot here. Like green is supply blocked out of gold, but he has mass TP, so if he really tries hard or they are listening to him, he can't stay in game, I guess, for quite some time here. But yeah, this undead is strong.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice Dragonhawks here, so yeah, he will get rid of these undead. Wow, that was a nice defense here. But all these Dragonhawks may die. Relocating his army. Yeah, I think it... Yeah, for this green human, it was... turned out to be really bad to continue fighting the undead. I think his... like, he knew that. He called yellow's 50. So he knew, and... at like after he attacked blue here, it was already too late. So I think he should have attacked yellow, probably. Would have been better. I mean, it's easy to say from ops, but he scouted yellow being 50, and apparently red and yellow not fighting, so I think it would have been a better call for him to attack yellow. And also he could have gotten access to this mine. Yeah, so this is the right call here, but might be a bit too late. Yeah. It's not gonna deal serious damage to yellow with what he left. Ooh, the block. The plow. Ah. Okay, he failed. But might be able to kill him still. I guess. Yeah, he kills the MK here. Everyone with the blocks here. And everyone's failing, but the MK's dead.
A town is under siege.
Oh. Level 7 for the FS. Yeah, so tough spot really for green. If they would continue to fighting, and blue had more expansions, and it's just super tricky if the other two players are not fighting at all. I think you basically have to peace and like just force the other two players to fight you, or fight one of the other players then. So I think that would have been a better call for him, but it's difficult to judge. Yellow and red going for another fight here, as it seems. Getting some experience here of these orc units. Ah, he has a peasant left. Ooh, yellow may want to go for the quick win here, but I'm not really sure yellow can take a one-on-one against blue.
Players' forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Okay, so we have yellow with decent levels. He's 754.
Player's forces are under attack.
Nice items, 10k gold. Red is on 754, and if blue is scouting this, and he is, this could be his opportunity to finish the game. Or try to do it. This is a very dominating fight here for red. Yeah, not the best fight for yellow. So that was a level 6. Will he dies? Why doesn't he use his staff? Like, he had so much time to staff him, and He's also got his Makura snapper to finish his own building. sad image here. No, I think blue is in a bit of a like he's in a good spot level wise, a very good spot, but with the levels and the mines that they think he mined, I think they might team him.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Just farming XP. Good one.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege. A player's forces
They may think that blue is on 50 supply, which he isn't, because he's hiding all his stuff, and I'm not quite sure why he's hiding. Not sure if that's clever to let them think you're on 50.
Player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
Nice sleep here.
A player's forces are under attack.
I like that nanip by Ponty. Just need to be careful that zTsoso isn't leaving the league thinking that blue is gradient. That's so fun.
Player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege. A player's forces are under
It's cool by them to give like blue the time to gather some gold, like harass a bit. So red is like attacking yellow's expansions and taking them, so not sure that's going to play in his favor, but I mean yellow is alright, so we'll see what the reaction is going to be.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here's a Django of Endurance, a Lion, one of Stormwind, Warsong Battle Drums, Cut Gas Pipe. Okay. He's not having... What aura is he missing? No True Shot. What auras is he missing? True Shot. What am I forgetting? Is it only True Shot? Ah, no, he has True Shot. Lol. True Shot. Lionhorn of Stormwind. Ancient Django. Oh, Thorn's Aura. Obviously, there's no item for it, but...
A player's forces are under attack.
Some juicy workers here for blue. I like the way blue's playing, so it's a bit of a troll. Like, he's just killing some stuff if he wants to, but doesn't really play without honor. Needs to use units now, I think. And he needs a destroyer against this bloodlust. Not sure why he hit these units. Maybe against bats? I don't know. So they didn't really get much stuff done, but red needs to be a bit careful to not lose too much gold here, while yellow isn't really using his gold. So red can't get too... sleep. Nice sleep. Yeah, this is not going well for red at all. It's gonna lose a lot of supply. Ooh. What a snipe. There was a lot of damage on that paladin. So... I mean, he's down to 8k gold, but I'm not sure if this orc with 12k can... would be able to fight. I think this orc will not survive more than 5 minutes against this undead in a straight up one-on-one. So he definitely needs this human, and human down to 3k, so if he is up to 100 he will be out of gold. So it's looking pretty good for blue. This teaming was not good. Like, red needed to keep the units alive, so red needed to keep close to yellow. I think, yeah, red and yellow haven't really played this too well, I think. So yeah, but I think blue is also playing it really well. Could have maybe played a bit more aggressively even right after he killed his enemy, because they were still fighting and he was scouting it, so I think he could have tried to backstab right away and maybe could have done some serious damage to this human main. Or the orc one. They have so many towers though, crazy. And TC is still level 5, so might get slapped here, yeah. Ooh. And he's out of range, is he? Yes, he's out of range. So this TC is gonna die, I guess. Or not? It's a bit of sloppy... Okay, no. TC turning around. Yeah, so that was a very sloppy attack here. So yeah, blue really impresses here. Nice action. But yeah, red is, I think, the bigger threat, but also easier to kill for him. As red has no gold really. So this is... if red throws his army into blue once again and loses everything, I think it's... I think it's blue's game to lose. So yeah, the only way blue loses this really, I think, is by getting battered very unfortunately and in a very unfortunate way, or by losing buildings. But the teaming isn't really on point yet by these two other players, so just killing some tanks. I think he should get a destroyer. No, he has a destroyer. He needs to dispel the inner fire, I think. Would help him. What's the paladin doing up here? What the heck? And he even has a shop here, so he could... Oh, what the heck? That's such a gift here by red. Like, that was super unnecessary. Like, these two hero kills, extremely unnecessary. Yeah, so red down to 1,500 gold, 45 supplies. Red is an easy victim here. Nice split. Yeah, impressive. I like this, because some players tend to just, and especially against mass TP, you need to get rid of all these proxies. Like, you need to get rid of these farms, so I like that he's just splitting the units to do that ASAP before the human can revive heroes and heal back up. And I have no idea why yellow isn't using his gold. What the heck? Ooh, and the altar. Like, this altar is another... losing his main base to death and decay here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yellow, what's his plan with 10k gold? Like, yeah, so this is the last push here, and I don't see them winning this. Like, this blue main base isn't too impressive, but with these towers and these undead heroes...
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, So I guess this might be it. I don't know. Like, blue's still 96 supply. So I mean, on paper, I guess they. I mean, I saw player losing from more advantageous positions, but like this teaming is horrible. This is not looking good here. Killing another tank, and all these tanks are low HP, so yeah, that was very nice Infernal. So and these tanks need to get back, and there's not much anti-air left, so these wyverns are toast against the Gargs. If there are no tanks around, like these Gargs can just freely rain against it, and yeah, he can fight. He needs to heal up the tanks, and that's this is a slaughter.
A town is under siege.
Ooh, and he's now if he saw it, I think he does he see it?
A player's forces are under attack.
So I think yellow, yeah, red lost his heroes 2 times here. Very unfortunate way. But I think, I mean, red main mistake in this game not to finish yellow when he had the chance to do so, in my eyes. And yellow's biggest mistake here, not to get units when he had 11k gold, full main base, and it was pretty obvious that they would need to team him quickly. So
A player's forces are under attack.
okay, at least he can use his goal now to tavern some heroes. Yeah, and blue's getting some proxies, so very important at this point. I think that's the only way he loses this, by losing buildings. Like, not even that is very likely, I think, but okay, bats coming in, so yeah, killing the beach there is so really like not a single mistake by blue here this game. I think he played it to this point picture perfect.
Player's forces are under attack.
Will he get out? Ooh, that was close. Oh, again, he is forgetting tanks, so... This is so costly. Like, he has only 1.5k, so you can't just lose 2 tanks here.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
I'm surprised. I think blue could also just try to go for the human main base. I think... Yeah, he seems to want to go for the Orc first, since he's closer to all these proxy buildings and this expo, so...
Town is under siege.
And Orc obviously has much fewer buildings. So I think it's a good call too. And I think at this point, yeah, he has a pretty good idea that yellow isn't, that red is not like super rich. Oh, Dreadlord, too far away here. Three building? I think it's a lie. A terrible lie. Like, it's a really bad lie. Isn't he revealed even? Oh no, I think he wasn't revealed. He has just one peasant left, I guess. Okay, here's one more.
Town is under siege. Player's forces are under attack.
Ooh. And again another tank. So yeah, these tank losses are getting a bit pricey for blue.
A town is
It's a general question, I think. Having red is killing buildings most quickly, so I think might be better here for blue to just go for the red main base. Like, he's pretty close, and yeah. Like, the biggest mistake I think that he could do now is just stay passive, because like over time they might be able to weaken this main base. Like, these hero levels are still quite crazy, and yeah, wolves and all that kind of stuff. Like, this orc still has a lot of base race potential, but only over time. Like, the human is way more scary when it comes to like tanks in your main base and losing buildings to that.
A town is under siege.
And he's using his Infernal well. He has acolytes and shades all around the map, so I think he's doing it as good as like you can at this point. Maybe I called this over too quickly, so if he doesn't find these orc buildings, I think this human could,
Town is under siege.
even if he's losing a tank every now and then,
Player's forces are
deal some damage here. But human not having a TP. Oh, he has a TP. Close. Wow, he lost a paladin? I didn't. I totally missed that. I thought it was a tank, but it was a paladin. Lol. Okay. And this Sorg also. pretty costly. Like, he needs that Sork for Invis, and I don't think he has another Sork here. So, yeah, that was a Sork.
A town is under player's siege. Forces are under attack.
He has a TP still, so he's just going for that burrow here. Man. I think if they would play it a bit more smart, I think they could, but
Player's forces are under attack.
yeah, it's tricky. Like, this nuke is really tough. Okay, yeah, going for the safe kill with Inferno. Well done. And yeah, don't really see this SH coming back anytime soon. Nah, don't think he should split the Gargs.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now is the time to kill the TC or the FS here. Human going back in.
A player's forces are under attack.
I heard this so often, this TBR, that it's DV. Like, it's basically every undead with some skill is called DV. Oh, and the sleep again. Wow, that was a good snipe and very important kill here on this Archmage. Not sure if he can get much more here, but that was a very important kill. Go try and team. He's losing some units here, but won't really matter as long as he's killing heroes and can keep his heroes alive. And TC got to level 6, so... Ooh, failed the coil here, so this worm's gonna die? Yeah. Oh, he used it, okay, no, he... Dark Ritualed it. That was a... That was a 100% feta clap. Okay, yeah, that's it now. And now the MK toast? Or not? Yeah, so that's it for red. I think he can even try to commit here with a swarm, trying to kill it. Ah, he's going with a... Ooh, this... that dodge with the Zeppelin. That was a nice move. That's the... There goes the human.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice save here on the destroyer. I'd say he's pretty dead. He's 200 supply, he's reviving the FS, but it's a typical FFA GG. Like he said GG, he's asking for the for the name, and then he doesn't leave, but still tries. That's slightly bad mannered, but not forbidden.
A town is under siege.
Nah, I'm not so sure about that.
A player's forces are under attack.
So not many. I like the way he splits an entire team of Gargs. I really like. It's not. I haven't seen that too often recently. Like obviously there's value in keeping all your Gargs together, but like he's losing one every now and then. But
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
ooh, he found him. These undead heroes are so insane, like they're not even taking any damage by these heroes here. So let's see what players we had in this game. I think it was Isa was Tox, so the Orc player was Tox from Cumulo Brothers, winner. Congratulations to Ironex for getting their, I think, third, fourth win. And this was Syde playing like really impressively. Well, like we saw him being very good early game and having good decision making, but obviously he lacked some experience late game, as he simply hasn't played competitive FFA really before. So this was really a nice showcase, and I think he might be a bit underrated still. So that was him. Then we had Who was red? Let me check. Red was... we know that green is zTsoso, or was zTsoso. And last but not least... Etamin was rulaZ, aka buff tanks, I think, from team Maybe Next Time. So thanks for watching, and yeah, another game tomorrow. Unexpectedly, we had to, or we rescheduled, or will see a replay or regame of the Hero Snipe game on Twilight Ruins, so really looking forward to that tomorrow at 23 CET. And yeah, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.